groups are grains, fruit, vegetable, proteins, and dairy. And so the meal that we're going to be cooking today has your protein, your dairy, some grain, okay? All right, so next up, you guys eat in balance? You guys eat balance? Like, you know what I mean, like making sure you're balancing what you're eating? Or do you guys just eat lots of chips, lots of juice, lots of cookies, lots of popcorn? Y'all are funny. Okay. So I'm gonna just keep moving. Just make sure that when you guys are eating healthy, just make sure you try to make your plate as colorful as possible. We say something like eat the rainbow. So eating the rainbow is just make sure you're getting all of your fruits, all of your vegetables, all of your different vitamins and minerals that make you stronger. If you're somebody that's an athlete, so if you play any kind of sport like football, basketball, soccer, this will help you out on the field. It'll make you a star player. You know, you're probably better than your peers. You'll have an upper advantage. You know, this will help you perform better on the field. And if you guys are interested in increasing your grades, eating healthier will help you be better in school and it'll make you smarter. Literally, it'll increase your test scores. And then we're going to talk about exercise. So I know like we do this a lot for exercise, texting, but you know you want to make sure you go outside and you know you want to make sure at least you're being active at least an hour a day. It doesn't have to be, I don't know, it doesn't have to be like aerobics or anything like that, but like, I don't really know what you guys do. So like, if you guys like skating, go skating. If you guys like playing basketball, football, you know, things like that, you definitely want to make sure you're going out and you're being active, okay? So next we're going to get into our safety. You want to make sure that when you're cooking in the kitchen, the first thing you do is you wash your hands. That's really important. You don't want to get any germs on the food. You don't want to get germs on the utensils. You don't want people to get sick. You want to make sure you wash your hands. You want to make sure you wash all of your produce. Wash it in water. If you have cans, you want to make sure you rinse off all of your cans so that they don't have any dirt. Make sure you have all of your ingredients already prepped out, ready to go when you're cooking, so you don't have to go all over the place. You want to make sure you're cooking in a clean kitchen. You don't want a dirty kitchen that's full of distraction and then like just bacteria and all that other stuff. So you want to definitely make sure your kitchen is clean beforehand. And you don't want to taste or lick the spoons while you're cooking. You don't want to give anybody any germs. And then finally, you want to make sure that you clean up after yourselves after you're done. Or you can clean as you go. Okay? So with that being said, I guess we can just move on to the cooking portion. Okay, so first things first. Let me grab a bowl. All right, so first things first, your recipe calls for 4 eggs. So we're gonna get ready and crack our eggs in the bowl. So 1, 2, 4. If you guys have milk, you can add 1/4 cup of milk. I'm gonna wash my hands off because I don't wanna get the egg yolk anywhere. So if you guys have milk, add in 1/4 cup of milk. This is just gonna help it stretch a little bit more, help them be more fluffy. We're gonna stir our eggs up. Make sure they're nicely blended. Don't spill, don't make a mess. Okay, if you guys have seasoning in the house, you can season your eggs how you like. I'm going to use a little chili powder. A little salt. And a little pepper. All right, we're gonna give that a nice stir. While that's off, we're going to turn on the stove now. Okay, you don't want your fire too high with your eggs. Just want them on a nice medium. We're gonna get that skillet warm. Then we're gonna pour in a little cooking oil so our eggs don't stick to the pan. And then I have another pot that's on the stove that I'm gonna use for the beans so we can heat our beans up. So while the oil gets nice and warm, I'm gonna turn on my second pot for the beans. All right. So we got our refried bean mixture that I opened up already, prepped out, ready to go. You just want to put that in the pot, and we're really just warming it. They're already cooked. We just want them to be warm. We don't want to eat cold beans in our Doritos. Your recipe calls for a cup of beans. So we just want to get them nice and warm. All right. We'll be coming back over here, checking our skillet. Okay, making sure the oil is evenly displaced. Okay. There. All right. So the skillet should be nice and warm now. So now we're going to go ahead and place in our egg mixture. All right. We're going to scramble those eggs. So make sure you got your spatula. Stir your eggs, make sure the heat is being evenly distributed. Your eggs are cooking. Okay, I'm gonna set my spatula down right there. I'm gonna go back and check on my beans, make sure they're not burning. Lots of multitasking. What I am gonna do is put a little oil in the bottom, put a little oil in our refried bean mixture so they don't stick or burn to the pan. So I'm just putting about a cap full of oil. Don't need a lot. I'm gonna stir that in. Make sure they don't burn. Make sure your fire's on a low heat. Like I said, we're just warming them up. gonna come back and check our eggs, see how they're cooking. Check our beans again. Make sure they're not sticking. Just gently stir them. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, if you have a microwave, we're going to heat our tortillas up because we don't want cold taco shells. So get a microwave safe plate. And you're gonna take about 4 tortillas out. You want to just put a paper towel on top of your plate, put your tortillas on top, and we're gonna put them in the microwave for about 30 to 45 seconds. You can put another paper towel on top of your tortillas as well. Just want them to get nice and warm. Coming back, looking at our eggs. They're cooking up, they're getting nice and fluffy. You can smell the chili powder, it smells really good. Check our tortillas. They are warm. Check on our beans. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn our beans off because they are nice and warm. They're hot. That's how I want them. If you have a top to put on top of your bean, I'm just gonna place a paper towel on the top so we can keep that heat on there. So now I'm coming back, checking my eggs, making sure they are done. Give them a nice stir, making sure there's no more yolk that needs to cook. The eggs are nice and fluffy from the milk, if you use milk. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn them off, because the great thing about eggs is when you turn them off, they still cook. All right, so the eggs are still gonna be cooking. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ready to assemble our burritos. So I'm clearing the space out. Okay, I'm gonna grab my plate. I'm gonna move the burritos off to the side. They're still on their napkins. They're still warm. Got my cheese. Make sure you got your cheese. All right. So how we're gonna assemble this is get a burrito or a tortilla. First, you're gonna put down your bean mixture. Beans, spread it on there. Spoon, fork, butter knife. I'm gonna get a nice amount on there. Next up, I'm gonna give my eggs another stir. Okay, next, you wanna add your egg mixture now. And I'm gonna show you guys how much bean mixture. So like that's about how much bean that I put on the tortilla. Okay, you wanna make sure it's spread out evenly. So next up, you're gonna add on your eggs. Okay, so that's about how much egg that I put on there, so you guys can see. And then you're gonna come in with your cheese. Put your cheese right on the top, and it's gonna melt when we start folding it. All right, so that's how much cheese that I put on the top. So now what we're gonna do is fold our burrito. So you want to fold it So you want to fold it, you want to take the two sides and put them in like that, and then you fold it with like this, and then you just go in and in and in like that, and then that is a perfectly folded burrito. So now that's it, and we're gonna place this one off to the side. I'll place this one off to the side because that's one burrito that we folded and is ready to go. Okay, so now let's make the other ones up. And then you can cut it in half if you want to. Do what you like. Huh? Yeah. I did put you. It's okay. Okay. The bean mixture. All right. We're gonna put in on our eggs again. Just about how much egg you want. Then cheese. All right, that's our cheese, and we're gonna fold it again. So you wanna take the sides, do them like that, fold them in, and then fold. And you wanna press the sides in as you're folding, so it stay all together. And then that's our second burrito. Third one. Beans. Got more meat. That's okay. Okay, beans, egg, cheese. Okay, loaded. All right. Last one. Sheila. your bean mixture. Eggs. All right, cheese. Gonna fold it. And that's it, guys. They're done. You can cut them in half if you want to. Here's our little burritos that we made. That's it. That's it. We are done.
All right, guys. Does anybody have any questions? It seems like we are muted. How's it going over there, Alex?
I'm good. I'm putting cheese on.
Putting cheese on? Did you add anything extra on there? Or did you just to the menu?
Just cheese, beans, and eggs.
Cheese and eggs. That's good, Wet. Sounds good. Goku, are you still there? Doesn't look like anyone else is there. Well, Alex, since you're the only one responding, did you have any other questions?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay, well, thanks so much for joining us this week. I hope you join us next week.
Thank you.
And you have a good rest of your day, okay?
You too.
All right, bye-bye.